This actor is stepping into a role that is far off from his Lord of the Rings character.
Our entertainment reporter sat down with him and the director of his latest film. Good morning, Jim.
What we created here may be unique in all of human existence.
All the way to the top.
We created a paradise.
What we're doing out here is so incredible. Our kids are amazing.
I miss Mom.
Mom needs to be in the hospital right now.
Would you both agree with me this film opens up the age-old question of how to be a good parent?
Yeah.
What's parenting all about?
How much is too much? How much is too little?
There's no guidebook. We're all just fumbling in the dark and trying to figure it out as we go along.
Every parent is different. Every parenting
family.
situation is different. Yeah. And what I loved about the script when I read it, and what I loved about the movie, is that it tells you there's no such thing as a perfect parent or grandparent or a perfect teacher. But it is true that you're either committed, you're engaged,
Present
with your kids or your students, or you're not.
Or
And
you're
you
not,
know
right.
that.
Yeah.
And by being fully engaged, I mean, this is an extreme case of conscious parenting, you could say, you're bound to make mistakes. If you play it safe and you just say, well, I just want to be my kids' friends and I'll just fire them off to their social media gadgets and they can do whatever, I just want them to like me, then you're not really engaged, and they're not going to grow up and remember, oh, my dad was always there for me. It's like, he wasn't really there. I did whatever I wanted, and there was not really much dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue in this, and sometimes maybe it's too much, but what's great is that there's nobody's condemned and nobody's condoned in the way they do things.
And your character, Ben Cash, creates a paradise, takes his 6 children out into the wilderness to raise them. That's kind of an extreme method, you know. But, man, I could see the advantages to that, and you kind of experienced that yourself growing up.
I did. My mother was involved with some alternative living communities. It was the 80s, not the 60s, so they weren't, to call them hippie communes is completely inaccurate and reductive. It was really people who just wanted to live in harmony with nature and wanted to live in a natural environment. And some homes had electricity and plumbing and some didn't, and at one point we lived in a teepee. But I did live, I also went to public schools. I mean, I was in the middle of Oregon, deep in the woods, but so I didn't have this exact experience. I think in this case, the character he plays is aspirational for me as a father, and I think the reason why he's retreated this far is because he does, as you said, want to create a paradise, and I think that part of that paradise comes with living in harmony with the natural world, which we've all lost. We've all lost our, unless you grow up on a farm,
Where's the meat come from?
Yeah,
Where's the chicken
you're
come
completely
from?
removed from your food source. So many Americans are not removed from their food source. They live on farms, and that's something they're used to.
That's right.
But for us who
kind
live
of
in cities,
reverting back to that.
Yeah.
As a former teacher that had 5 classes a day with 30-some students in a class, I admired what Ben was able to do with his 6 kids.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Educationally wise, you know.
Right.
A great advantage.
Well, it's a credit to Matt, too, and the way he directed the movie, but especially the script, that you believe what you see right from the get-go. You're like, these kids seem like they are reading these books, pretty impressive books, and that they can speak knowledgeably about the ideas in these books.
And you don't skirt the question of what's missing. The social inactivity, the extracurricular activities, and the kids do question that, you know.
And that becomes a part of the narrative, really, about the journey of this character. Whether
that's one of the things he realized, I've gone too far. I've deprived them. Actually, I'm trying to deprive them of nothing.
Right.
Raise a family. The model is complete honesty, brutally complete honesty, open communication. And mutual respect for each other's ideas. But by going to such an extreme, by being so uncompromising with his, I guess, moral approach, he's compromised his morals. He didn't even realize it. He's become what he hates the most. He's become rigid in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
How's she doing? We're a family. Leslie had a disease.
Wherever you are, stay there. You show up, I will have you arrested.
We can't go to Mommy's funeral. We have to do what we're told.
We want to see Mom. Grandpa can't impress us.
Right now,
This is your first real test. Remember your training.
They have hot dogs.
What's cola?
Poison water.
I'm so happy that our family is together. It's all local and organic.
How did you kill those chickens? With an axe or a knife?
There's a rotisserie chicken, so you buy it it's already dead.
Hello, Grandpa.
Abby and I have decided that we're going to file for custody of the children.
Will they take us away from you?
That's a possibility. Our children shall be philosopher kings. It makes me so indescribably happy.